Hi, welcome to a new video. Thank you for watching. Oh, I forgot to light my little candle. Whoever says working from home is easy is absurd. Working from home is not easy. You need, rock hard discipline, more time management skills than one would initially think. And that is just the beginning. There's a whole other level of self-discipline you need to apply to succeed as a self-employed professional. But it absolutely can be done very successfully. I love working from home. And if you are currently working from home or you're about to, then get ready because today I'm sharing with you some key tips to success. 8 of those tips are in this video. 10 additional ones have been sent out in this morning's email to my email family. You can join us too if you'd like, and every week relish in the perks of being an email subby. Hashtag Ask Alexandra P for any questions, comments, or feedback. I love you for watching, and to thank you, I suggest we dive right in. Tip number 1. I'd like to start the conversation with your office layout because it's critical. You have to love and feel good where you work. Some of my personal tips are to make sure you get a lot of natural light in your space, use appropriate artwork and images to symbolize what you want to accomplish. As you're sitting at your desk, a wall behind you, or at least a chair with a high back, can psychologically add a feeling of comfort and support, so that's a good idea. And if you don't have an actual room where you can shut the door, make sure that your work area is very clearly separated from the rest of the house. The moment the line gets blurred between your home and office life, it'll be very difficult to stay on track and motivated and productive, so that separation of the two is very important. And you can accomplish that using screens or curtains. More on this tip, plus a couple of ideas that will help feng shui your space, are included in the email from me. Number 2, schedule out your day. This is something I do religiously. Every Sunday, I make the week's to-do list and I revise it along the way as I need to. Now, do you recall the quote at the beginning of the video? Right. I need you to not go crazy with your daily to-do list so you don't risk disappointing yourself. This happens a lot with just about everybody, but as your own boss, you have to be your own motivator, so you can't allow for too many self-disappointing moments to happen, if that makes sense. And here's my solution. When planning out the to-dos you have ahead, I recommend you block 1 hour out of your day every single working day. In other words, as you're planning your tomorrows, imagine that every business day you have an hour-long appointment, and during that time you cannot do anything from your list because you have to dedicate yourself to that appointment. That hour is blocked. I hope that makes sense because this strategy is what worked for me. I have a tendency to pack my day with tons of stuff no person in the right mind can do in one day, so that hour buffer allowed by default for my list to become more realistic and more manageable. On your to-do list, I also recommend factoring in time for the Pomodoro technique. And please keep watching because I'll explain in just a minute what that is. Tip number 3, pay attention to what you're wearing. When you're working from home, it's so easy to work out of bed or out of your PJs, am I right? My advice to you, if you want your home business to be a success, avoid doing that at all cost. Let me ask you this, what comes to mind when you think pajamas? Sleep, lying down, lounging, laziness may be all opposite of what you need to succeed. PJs do not equate with determination, focus, and wit. You have to create daily habits that set the tone for the kind of business that you want. And here are some ideas. Wake up and then time 5 minutes on a stopwatch, during which time you give thanks for the things you have. So you start with gratitude, and then start setting the day's intentions in your mind. 5 minutes later, get out of bed, turn on the shower, and take a glance at your messages to make sure nothing needs your immediate attention. But don't start typing and responding to messages yet. Get the coffee going, then jump in the shower. Take a quick shower to wake up, then get out, put your creams on, and put clothes on as if you were leaving the house. You don't have to put on a suit and tie. Casual is fine. Just dress in something that shows you care about your business. I'm going to post on Instagram later on today what I'm wearing today as this video gets released, so you can see my work from home attire. Maybe that will help inspire you a little bit more. The idea is that what you wear impacts how you feel, and how you feel impacts your stamina and even the quality of your work. So always remember that. No PJs, no messy hair. Ambiance is another important factor when working from home. If you have roommates, a partner, or kids at home while you're doing your work hours, you need to block a couple of hours at a time when you give strict instructions to not be bothered unless it's an emergency. You need to also put the pets away somewhere where they won't be stimulated to bark or make a lot of noise. You need to be able to shut that door and have a do not disturb sign in plain sight. Now, in the event that you need to be on a business call, let's talk about that. When you're speaking with somebody and they get distracted, you can tell when that person gets distracted, don't you? To sound distracted because of outside noises, or worse, to temporarily step away from the conversation to address the noise, is bad for your business because you lose power and credibility. The best approach, in my opinion, is to let the person on the other end of the line at the beginning of the call know that you apologize in advance if there's any background noise. You are working from home today, but your attention is entirely on them as the caller. That is the best approach, in my opinion. If you don't have any distractions at home during the day, it's still very important to figure out what kind of ambiance works for you, what stimulates you. While I work out of my office, room, play space, I personally like putting the TV in the living room on a movie channel. Commercials can be distracting, so I prefer something more fluid. I do this because if the sound is too close, like music from my laptop, that's kind of distracting for me, but then if it's quiet, I kind of freak out a little, so that is my solution. Some folks, however, function best with white noise or white noise disguised in harmonic sounds, so I found two apps that I think could help you with that. One is called White Noise Concentration and the other Sound Curtain. I linked both of them in the video description for you. And if your house is noisy, then use your headphones with these apps so you can cancel out the outside noise. You essentially have to try different things and see what works best for you and what allows you to be most productive. Tip number 5, block out distracting websites for set amounts of time. One of the biggest crutches for at-home business owners is falling into the dark pits of internet browsing and social media. We spend more time on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, etc. than we think. I simply silence my phone and don't have any distracting sites or social media sites, which are distracting, open in my internet browsers. I set a timer that rings every 90 minutes, and that's when I personally take a break and check my phone and my sites. Then I silence everything again and repeat. If it's more complicated for you though, one app I think could help you is Antisocial, and it's also linked below. You can block distracting sites from your computer anywhere from 15 minutes to 8 hours if you want. It's up to you in the settings. And the only way to break those settings once you commit is by having to restart your computer altogether, which makes for great self-discipline. This app seems pretty cool, but in the interest of time, I linked it below for you so you can check out the features for yourself. Number 6, try the Pomodoro technique. In the very beginning, while building my self-management skills and concentration, I followed the Pomodoro time management technique. A video explaining this in great detail is linked below. I'm giving you lots of resources, my love. In a nutshell, this system breaks down tasks into time blocks of 25 minutes with short 5-minute breaks in between. After 4 Pomodoros, you take a longer break of about 15 to 20 minutes. I think you should really give this a try and see if it works for you, because it might do wonders for your business. As a workaholic, this really helps keep my mind fresh and agile. It helps my eye to avoid from getting strained, and it helps me to rebuild energy throughout the day. So I really recommend this for you. But if you are like me and 25 minutes is just too short of time, you can still apply this formula, just change the amounts of time. As I write a lot, it's best for me to break after 90 minutes, and my breaks are 10 minutes long with a 4th break of 30 minutes. So you can take this concept and adjust it to fit you and your business. Tip number 7, sync all your notes. I write on my laptop, I write on my iPhone and iPad as I get ideas. I also work from my desktop, so I have scattered notes everywhere. Simple Note, Evernote, Dropbox, and Google Drive will be great ways to sync if you're the same way. So if you're on your tablet but you need to access a note you made on your desktop, you can do it with any of these platforms. Being organized is a huge asset in general, but especially if you have to be self-disciplined. Number 8, track your time. Especially in the very beginning, it will be instrumental for you to audit how you are spending your time. So monitor and write down what you're doing as you're doing it. You might find that between 2:40 and 4:15 in the afternoon, not much is getting done. Why? This is a great opportunity for you to see if maybe you just need to boost your energy. You could set an alarm to go off at 2:30. That's when you can take a quick break, brew some fresh coffee, open a window to get some fresh air, and re-energize, which you otherwise wouldn't know you should do at that exact time, and you would continue being less than your full productive. You may discover that you get most done while listening to a specific genre of music, etc. By thoroughly logging everything that you do every day, you can really learn how you produce, what works for you and what doesn't, so you can find alternative solutions and dramatically increase your productivity. Remember to also check out the other 10 tips I emailed you because they're good. If you are not signed up to get the email, you can do it right now, and I'll shoot over the links to all the private content you may have missed so far, this one included. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. The greatest thanks you can give me for all this content is to be part of the family. The 2 winners of my recent YouTube and Instagram giveaways are being announced today in the description of the video about the giveaway. If you do not win today, please don't be sad. It will break my heart. I can promise you that more giveaways are coming. They will be a staple of my channel, and one is coming sooner than you think. I'm already working on it. Today's fan shout out goes out to Christopher Collin. Thank you for watching, Christopher. I wish you all good luck with all of your plans and all of your endeavors. Thank you so much for being here. I love you for watching, and I will see you next week.